rat in the fan blade. Fished all the little bits out. That's what it's done to the fan blade. I'm going to put a metal one on there. It's a second-hand tank I'm installing. It's about 20 plus years old. It was on R22. So we've got a new, we're going to run it on 407F. So we've got a new solenoid valve. It's had a recently changed expansion valve, so we're going to see if that, it's a 22 one, we'll see if that works okay. You just usually have to open them up half a turn or so. If not, we'll change it. And we've run the pipe work down low level because the compressor's just the other side of this tin. It's in a little shed. So we've put a new suction valve on there because the old one was rusty. We've got a new sight glass in there, that's the old one, that was leaking. We've changed all the O-rings behind there, done the one with the receiver, got it on pressure test now. Got the contact that's going to go on the wall underneath the switch, same as the other ones. Got this new pencil for marking out. So once you take it out of the case, it's quite slim. So when you're marking through there, compared to a normal pencil, and you just like a propelling pencil, you can just put new leads in it, and you've got a little. Lives in there, and it's got a sharpener at that end to keep a nice point on it. You can get different coloured leads for it. You can get some red and yellow ones depending on what you're working on. This is something many of you won't have to do. Let's clean all the shit away from the van so you don't get it all over your boots. Back out here again. This is the one that had the rat in the fan blade. It's tripped the RCD out this morning. We've just measured it on the terminals for the compressor and the fan, and that's come up and showed a dead short. So we'll pick whatever's easiest to disconnect to start with, and take it from there. Right, turns out the compressor's failed, so we've been off and picked up a rebuilt one. So we need to take the gas out of the body of the compressor, so we're going to shut the valve on suction, put the recovery machine on the discharge valve, and that'll pull the gas through the head, and then we'll probably just dump it back in the receiver valve there. That's the plan. Right, got the new one on there. Should go 16 amps max, and there's about an amp for the fan, so the compressor's running about 13 amps. It's probably working quite hard. Sway it back. bubbles in there. All new electrics, new relay. Just got to keep an eye on it for a bit. New contactor. I don't know if I've got a dryer on the van. I don't usually carry the flare ones, so we'll have to come back and do that. Here we've got a leaky solenoid valve. It's just bleeding liquid through. That's where we've got all this frost on there. And the system's on pump down, so the compressor probably can stop and start every 5 minutes. That can be a cause if you've got a walk-in cold room or something, of it getting too cold, because the valve never shuts off really, especially if it's leaking more than this. So we'll have to let them know that that needs changing. And then what we've seen is the door sill is all over the place. So there's actually daylight through there. So let me show you. And in here, upright coil is all iced up. The suction line's all frozen up. That's another sign, there's no load on it. Should be defrosting hopefully. It's still red hot. That condenser's probably dirty. We've got our parts. Got to cut an Allen key shorter so we can actually get it. Right, we've got the new pin there, that's sprung, that piece. Just held in with a couple of screws. Put a new bush in the top, so that was a little bit worn, and they're only £1, and we put a new bit here as well. Put some new bolts in here. We put hex head ones because I'll be able to get a spanner in from the side. I've got one out with my shorter Allen key, and then the other one I couldn't get it to turn, so I ended up turning the bracket round and the bolt went round with it, luckily. That's the old one. So I'll do that and then put a new door sill. Right, see what happens. Ooh, we didn't like that. I never use that dye without getting covered in it. But luckily I keep gloves, I've got grips everywhere. Hopefully no extra on the unit. We had to use this little thread chaser. We had to screw our dye injector onto the suction port. I think it's a CPS product. It's got the smaller size, which I think was an old car aircon size, and then your 1/4 inch. That'll take out a schrader core, and that's a thread chaser for schraders, I think. they're quite a handy little thing if you get a rusty connection, just to spin it around. It cleans all the rust out. But look at this suction valve. Now I've spotted that, because before I should have peeled the armour flex back and had a look. That is looking quite bad there. We'll go around that with the bubbles to see if we can get anything. That could be a favourite.